Hey leaders, I just wanted to touch base with you guys and talk you through two important things. One is kind of just a perspective shift that we have to make during this time where we're not meeting in person. The second thing is talking about this upcoming Sunday. So first, because right now we're in the season of social distancing because of quarantine and coronavirus and stuff like that, we want to talk about our shift from programming to pastoring. We're pretty blessed as a large church to be able to have this awesome program of Fathom groups where we have people come into a gym and we have worship and we have games and we have this big building and all sorts of things. And when we have resources like that, that is a draw to people. The program is the draw. But now, when we are off at homes and meeting online, a program isn't enough to bring people in. And it's not even, a program isn't what actually reaches the heart of people. It's the pastor. And so we want to make this shift from programming to pastoring at this time. And really, even as a long-term goal for us, is we don't want to have this program of worship and a lesson and teaching and just all of these things. We want to make sure that our students are being pastored. And honestly, that's what the heart of our program is that we're trying to set up everyone well to be pastored and walked with throughout their faith. And so in this time, the shift is very relational. How are we connecting with these students one-on-one? They're not going to show up to an online meeting because it's another, agenda, schedule, whatever it is that they have. Kids don't like meetings, and a lot of them are kind of in the summer mode where all their obligations are gone, so they're going to dismiss it. And so for us as leaders, how do we pastor our kids? How do we walk with them in this time? How do we connect with them? I'd say one-on-ones are highly valuable at this time. If you can call kids or text them or stuff like that. I know sometimes we're really weird about that. We're like, I don't know if I want to call a kid. I'm a grown adult. That sounds creepy. Well, tell them ahead of time. You don't have to call them out of the blue to say, hey, text them throughout the week and say, hey, I'm going to text all you guys, or I'm going to call all you guys once this week for 10 minutes or something like that. Or even email their parents and say, hey, I just want to check up on your kids. I would love to have a 10-minute phone call with them. Or something like that. If you're worried about being creepy, let the parents know, let the kids know ahead of time. It's going to be fine. Parents would be delighted to have someone else bother their kids for a little while, and so I think that's where our pastoring is going to come into play. And if they feel connected to you, when you guys do small group together, there's a higher chance they're going to come because they want to see you and they want to be in community as opposed to they want to be part of a program. The second thing I want to talk to you guys about is this Sunday night. Because of our circumstances, we felt like we should talk about mental health. For a lot of people, social distancing has turned into social isolation, which can be really hard and just a struggle for many people. And so we wanted to speak into this a little bit. Now, the hard part with this is oftentimes if we get people to be honest, which we want them to be because we want to hear their heart, we want to walk with them in it, and we want them to know that we love them. But if we hear their heart, sometimes we feel like, they just told us everything and we don't know what to do with it. We're sitting there like holding, all their struggles, and they're like, I don't know the answers to that. I don't know how to help you in that. And I want to say a couple things in that. One, you don't have to have any answers. Your job is to listen to them, to learn about them, and to love them, and then just to stick by their side. And you don't have to have the answers because someone else does. All you have to do is walk with them to find the answers. And so if something feels like it's out of your hands or over your head, connect with us as the staff. We have resources. We have counselors that we can point students to and stuff like that. Maybe our staff would walk with you and your student and stuff like that. And so we just want you to know, hey, it's gonna be okay. You don't have to have the answers. Love them. Say, hey, I'm sorry things are hard for you. I'm here with you. We're gonna figure this out together. Contact us and we would love to walk with you and help you find what's right for your student in that. And so I'm excited about this Sunday. We know that this is a hard topic, but it's extremely valuable. And the last thing we'd say here is, we know some students are like, I'm not struggling in this time. This is like summer. Like, I can do whatever I want. I don't have anything. I got 2 hours of school a day. And, even if that's true right now, it may not always be true. And so for you guys to broach this topic now could pay dividends in the long run because they may not always love this, or they may not always love all this freedom. So love them now, talk with them now, connect one-on-one with them now because they need you. I think that your calling as a youth pastor is to walk with them in their faith. And I know that God's going to do cool things for it. So again, pastoring, not programming, and you don't have to know all the answers in this mental health talk, because you can connect with us and we're going to walk you through this. We're going to find answers together. Thanks for all that you guys are doing. Happy quarantine, and I'll see you soon. Bye.